Hello, welcome back dear students. So now we will see how laws of reflection can be obtained from Huygens principle. Actually, both laws of reflection and diffraction can be obtained from Huygens principle. But first of all, we will see using Huygens principle how we can get laws of reflection, and then later we will see that how laws of diffraction can be obtained from Huygens principle. So first of all, laws of reflection from Huygens principle. So since we are going to obtain laws of reflection, so first of all we need a reflecting surface. Suppose this Mn is a plane mirror or any other reflecting surface. So then a light rays is incident on it. Okay. So this is okay. Light is coming from, that is when X light reaches from point X to A, then immediately it also reaches from Y to B. Then after time t, since Mn is the reflecting surface, so striking at A, at the time A, then it will reach to D. It means it is reflected surface. But at the same time, it will also strike the point C. Suppose V is the velocity of light, and after time t, it happens immediately X A Y B. Then after time t, it means this is so. This is very clear that AB is the plane wavefront. Clear. So this is the wavefront plane. Why? Because this is not spherical in shape and it is coming from infinity. So plane wavefront, a light incident on it, then after time t, B reaches to C, A reaches to B. Time in which B reaches to C immediately, like this, remember like this. When B reaches to C, at the same time A reaches to D. So AD is the reflected light and YC is the XA and YC is the incident light. So here the wavefront on the incident light is called incident wavefront. So here AB is, we may assume it is incident wavefront, since this wavefront is drawn, since we have drawn the perpendicular or surface on the on the path of the incident light. So that's why it is called incident wavefront. Whereas AD is the reflected wavefront. Clear? Is the reflected light. But now if we take a tangent, if we draw a tangent and now we draw a line CE, it will represent reflected wavefront. Why? Since it is drawn perpendicularly, okay, in the path of the reflected light. So this is reflected wavefront. AB is the incident wavefront in the path of the incident light, and CE is the reflected wavefront in path of reflected light AD, or you may write AJ. So now, now we will give the name. This is X, A, this is C, that is B, this is D, and this is E. Here XA and YB or YC is the incident light, AD is the reflected light J. Okay. XA is the incident light initially, then AJ is the reflected. Okay. Then it is also incident. This is incident wavefront, reflected wavefront. Now we have drawn the AN as normal. So this angle is incident angle. Okay, according to law of reflection, this is angle of incidence. So this is XAN. Suppose this is angle of incidence. So now here, this angle plus this angle, this angle plus this is angle XAB. XAB is 90 degree. Why? Because this is the perpendicular drawn. This is because this is plane wavefront. This is plane wavefront. This is direction of the propagation of light. Okay, of incident light. This is 90 degree. This is XAN plus NAB. This is 90 degree. Okay. Then again, this is also 90 degree. It means this angle. This is NAB again. NAB, this angle and this angle, which is marked by double line. Okay, doubly marked. So BAC. Okay. So XAN, this angle is 90 degree. Again, this angle and this angle is also 90 degree. It means this angle is common. This angle is common, isn't it? This angle is common. Only this angle. This angle is common, so it will be eliminated. NAB 90 degree. So we have got XANI equals to double mark I. That is BAC equals to angle of incidence I. Okay. Again, NAD, this angle, NAD plus DAC equals to 90 degree in here. Clearly here, NAD plus DAC equals to 90 degree. plus DAC, this angle, DAC, this angle, only this angle, DAC plus ACD, ACD, this is 90 degree. Why? Because this is 90 degree wave front. This is direction of propagation of light, that is reflected light and wave front. We always know that the wave front and the incident or reflected light, the direction of the light and the wave front is always perpendicular. This is 90 degree. This angle plus this angle is 90 degree. Clear? So NAD, this angle plus this angle, total angle is 90 degree. Clear? Previously we got this angle plus this angle equals 90 degree. NAB plus BAC, isn't it? Total angle is 90 degree. This angle plus this angle 90 degree. Now this is this angle plus this angle 90 degree. NAD plus DAC. Again DAC, this angle plus ACD 90 degree, because this is 90 degree to angle. So DAC cancel. So we have got NAD equals to ACD. Very clear. Again I am repeating. This angle is 90 degree since this is wave front with incident light. So this angle 90 degree. XAN plus NAB equals to 90 degree. Again NAB, this angle plus this angle is 90 degree because total angle is 90 degree. NAB cancel, 90 degree cancel. XAN BAC. This angle of incidence. Again NAD, this angle plus this angle, that is DAC, 90 degree. Again DAC, this angle plus this angle is 90 degree because this is 90 degree. Okay, this is already 90, so the rest will have to 90 because 90 equals to 180. Again DAC cancel, so NAD, which is marked by R, equals to ACD. Okay, it is ACD. This is, that is angle of refraction, angle of incidence and angle of reflection. Okay, so now we will get sin I by sin R. So what is sin I? Sin I is sin XAN divided by sin R is equal to NA, isn't it? NAD, isn't it? NAD. In place of XAN we can write BAC. We have already got BAC. XAN BAC is equal to Y. Sin NAD, in place of NAD we can write ACD. Now what is sin BAC? Sin BAC, this is right angle triangle. Right angle triangle, this is 90 degree because wave front and direction of light. So this is 90 degree. So it means this is perpendicular, this is hypotenuse. So sin theta is equal to perpendicular by hypotenuse BC by AC divided by sin ACD. In ACD, this right angle triangle, two right angle triangle, ABC, isn't it? And BAC, isn't it? ABC and ADC. So sin ACD, in this case this is 90 degree. So here this is base, perpendicular, hypotenuse. So this is sin R means perpendicular AD by hypotenuse AC. AC cancels, BC by AD. Look at the value of BC and AD. Both equals to VT. Why? At the time when B reaches to C, A also reaches to D. Speed of light is V. So at time T it will reach both T, isn't it? So both reach at the same point. VT by VT equals to 1. So since sin I by sin R equals to 1, we can write sin I equals to sin R. That is I equals to R. That is angle of incidence equals to angle of reflection, which is nothing but the second law of reflection. And first law, very easy. The incident light, isn't it? The AB, incident wave front, reflected wave front CD, all are in the same plane, which is the first law. So in this way, we can derive laws of reflection, or we can obtain laws of reflection from Huygens principle. Later, in the next video, we will see how laws of diffraction can be obtained using Huygens principle.